Good evening, everybody. Everybody's doing all right. Hope everybody's doing all right today. I'm just going to get a few things set up before we get started. Posting some links, stuff like that. Thanks for that early like. As always, it is appreciated. Hey, Keith, how are you doing? Good to see you. Well, it's good to see you. It's been a little bit. All righty. Just posting some links and all that good stuff. Looks like we've got about 17 minutes before we get started with our breaks this evening. Well, Keith, sometimes real life unfortunately gets in the way of card life. Sometimes that just happens. All right. Looks like we've got all that set. Let's see here. I guess I should open a pack or two, make sure everything's good with the camera and the lights. Hopefully everything is good. Yeah, focus looks good. Light seems okay. Yep, we're ready to roll. I guess I should run through the schedule for tonight. First up is 2018 Bowman Chrome HTA Baseball Random Player Break number 5. And then at 7:15, we've got 2020 Panini Immaculate Baseball Random Player. I believe both of those are sold out. Little Eddie Murray, Tony Pena, and then Big Hurt. How about that? Not too bad of a pack there. And then at 7:40, our Tops 3D two-pack random team break. Those are these little Tops on-demand boxes. I think there's a pack in each little box. And a Manny rookie. How about that? I feel like I should sleeve that just on general principle. And then at 8 o'clock, we will do our 2020 Bowman Baseball Mega Box, random player number 2. And then at 8:15, our Prism Draft Football 3-hanger, random player. And then our final break of the evening will be at 8:45, our 21 Prism Baseball first off the line random player. And that is brand spanking new. Matter of fact, the FedEx guy just dropped it off this morning. I think it was supposed to have been here yesterday, but there was some sort of delay, but it just arrived today. I think the release date on that officially was yesterday. So we've got a first off the line box, which has got, I think, one Shimmer Auto serial number to 7, and then 4 different Shimmer Prism Parallel serial number to 7, along with all the other bazillion Prism Parallels that are in a normal hobby box. So that should be a lot of fun. I don't think that count is still at 100, though. Let me update that real quick. I know some folks have picked up some spots right before I went live. Whoa, we're down to 71. All righty. Fantastic. Well, we've got 2 hours to chisel that one down, so should be able to get there in that time. Thanks to everybody that's been kind of whittling away at that one all afternoon. I know we had quite a few left in that one this morning when I got up. Alrighty. Looks like we've got about 13 minutes before we get started. Let's see, I've got some sleeves going. You all know how I always forget to get my sleeves out. Got some big sleeves since we're doing our immaculate box. I think all of the cards in those boxes will be at least 100 point. So we have to use the fat sleeves for those. I think everything else is pretty much in order though. I think. As soon as I say that, something won't be. Here's my Gary Busey rookie card. I know I've probably run that in the ground, but I just can't help it, honestly. Like that's the spitting image of Gary Busey, as if he were playing Boomer Esiason in a movie. I feel like if I could find these somewhere in quantity, I would buy like 100 of them and just start shipping them to everybody with their cards. Maybe that's something I should look for this week. Like Burbank or somebody. I know Rob's got to have like 1,000 of these somewhere. I'll look and see if I can find a big lot of these somewhere, and I'll start sending them to folks. Because I swear that looks just like Gary Busey. Alrighty, let's see. Stream's going good. Got a few more folks jumping online. Are you having a hard time picking me up, Keith? That's weird. Maybe I was too far away from the mic. Hey, let me know if you can hear me a little better now. Normally when I'm breaking, I'm probably a little close to it, whereas I haven't been. I'm leaning back like this because I'm doing stuff around my table that I work off of. But usually when I'm breaking, I'm a little closer to it. Maybe that's why you couldn't hear me. Hopefully you can hear me a little better now. I've got this huge microphone that sits right at the edge of my table because I do a terrible job of, okay. No, I was leaning back, Keith. I was setting up basically the left side of my table where I keep all my sleeves and top loaders and all that stuff, and I was getting that set up. So that's probably why I sounded maybe a bit faint. But generally, when I'm opening packs or breaking, I'm sitting in this proximity that I am right now to the microphone. I have this huge, obnoxious microphone on the edge of my table, so I don't have to raise my voice because I rarely do, and frankly, I don't like to. I mean, you all know you don't hear me yelling and screaming and stuff on here. It's just not my deal. I'm just not about that life. All right. I guess we'll open another pack. I think we've opened like 7 or 8 of these the last couple of weeks. Haven't hit any of the Williams inserts. I feel like they come in batches. We'll hit 2 or 3 of them in 1 week, and then won't see one for a month. Oh, we got another hologram. We've been killing the holograms lately, though. I think we've pulled 3 in the last probably 2 or 3 months. And gold ones, too, not even the silver ones. How awesome is that? How nice is that? A little gold Yankee hologram. I have no idea if these are tough anymore. Back in the day, they were super tough. Blank back, nothing on it. You can see the little, but a lot of them have that where the edge of it's kind of torn off, probably from the feeder wheel when they were feeding them into the packs. But I think just about every one that I've pulled has that kind of damage on the back. Still, these used to be super tough. Today, not so much. Well, maybe they are, and I'm just not aware of it. Benito. Delano to Shields. Tease. Delano again. Steve Hosey, and the greatness of Sean Dunston. All right, looks like we've got about 8 minutes. Yeah, I always like those stickers that Fleer put in their packs where you had the little team logos and you had the big ones and the small ones. I would put those on my card boxes years and years ago. I knew what I forgot to do. I forgot to break out the chat window. There we go. Boom. Problem solved. Hey, Andrew. How are you doing? Let's see what we got in our pack. I watched a little bit of it. Honestly, I was pretty tired that evening from work. My work week has been a smidge longer this week than it normally is, so I watched a little bit of it. Seemed great though. Ratings for it were through the roof. The setting looked really nice. I thought they did a great job with everything. And it seemed like the TV setup was a little bit different, and a lot of folks were pleased with that. Gary Carter. But I did not watch as much of it as I would like to. Did you have a chance to catch it, Keith? Alrighty, looks like we've got about 5 minutes before we start with our 18 Bowman Chrome. Yeah, that seemed like a very appropriate way to kind of cap off that game. Having somebody hit a walk-off. I'm going to open another pack. Little Todd Zeal there. Dimitri Young. And how about that? Little Ted Williams Baseball Heroes. Just as I was talking about them not being there, here we go. Hey, Richard. How are you doing this evening? Got one more pack. Might as well open it since we've got 3 minutes left. I'm doing fantastic, Richard. Thank you for asking. Got a big old pile of boxes here I'm getting ready to open. And it should be fantastic. I think 3 of the 6 breaks that we've got tonight I've never opened, so I'm looking forward to them. And I think the first off the line will be fun. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of color and all kinds of craziness in that, as there usually is in most Prism products. I think the 3D stuff will be fun to see. I haven't yet seen one in person. I haven't ordered it in years past, which is obviously proven out to be a tremendous mistake. But I haven't seen that. I've heard that it looks fantastic in person, and I don't think we did 2020 Immaculate Baseball yet. So I think we did a couple 19 boxes, but it took forever for that 20 break to sell out, which seems a little odd, but I mean, I get that. Sometimes those take a little bit longer. Alrighty, looks like we've got a couple minutes till we get started with Bowman Chrome. And I've run out of packs. Oh well. Wow, that's awesome. I can't believe we have 3 likes and haven't even started yet. That might be a personal record. I feel like Topps now should put out a card for that. Who do I email on the Topps editorial team to make that happen? Actually, I am going to check our Chrome card again to make sure the lighting's okay. I constantly bump into this light that's mounted on the right side of my table as I walk to open the blind in here every morning. And by the time I get to Saturday, the light's so far off where it's supposed to be. I always forget to adjust it until I'm through my getting ready to start my first break, and then I'm like, wait a second, that light looks terrible, but that looks fine. That looks pretty good. That's about how I want it to. Well, alrighty. It looks like it is 7 o'clock. So let's go ahead and get started with our 2018 Bowman Chrome HTA Baseball Random Player One Box Break number 5. I know that there's quite a few folks that are breaking with us for the first time in this break this evening. So if you happen to be with us on the live stream and have any questions, please put those in the chat and I will answer them as soon as possible. Nicholas, this is the 2018 Bowman Chrome HTA Baseball Break. Alrighty, so I'm going to randomize everybody's names 5 times and then match those up against an alphabetical player list from the product. And when I say alphabetical player list from the product in this case, because all 3 cards in this box are autograph cards, it will only be the players who actually have autograph cards in the product, not the entire player list. Hey Pablo, how are you doing? Once, twice, 3 times, 4. Oh, mouse will cooperate. 4 and lucky number 5. And we've got Jake Bridge 0 in the top spot and RCAR 11 in the bottom spot. Alrighty. Blow our list up a little bit so it's a little easier to read. I'm going to cut and paste this over to the right and sort it by everyone's eBay IDs. And then we'll scroll through our list briefly so everybody can see which players they have in the break. And then we will tear into our box and see what we get. Alrighty, now that we've been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. First card is Eduardo Diaz, first Bowman autograph. Hey, Ben. Hey, Brian. Yeah, Brian, the Immaculate's next. And then our next card is a Connor Siebold refractor, serial number 286 out of 499. And it looks like we've got a little bit of color as our third card. Whoa, how about that? How about that? A little blue mojo refractor of Luis Garcia, first Bowman, serial numbered 19 out of 150. Very nice. Great hit for the Garcia spot. Alrighty, now that we have opened our box, let's go back to our list and see who got which cards. All right, so first is our Eduardo Diaz. And that goes to Dan M4007. Congrats on that. And then next is our Connor Siebold refractor, serial number to 499. And look at that, Dan M doubling up. Congrats on that. And then lastly is our Luis Garcia blue refractor, serial numbered to 150. And that goes to Tension 799. Congratulations on that. Let's look at that Luis Garcia. Not too shabby. All right. Well, that concludes our 2018 Bowman Chrome HTA Baseball Random Player One Box Break number 5. Thanks to everybody that purchased spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that joined us in the live stream for the break this evening. And we'll be back in about 7 minutes with our 2020 Panini Immaculate Baseball Random Player One Box Break number 1. Thanks again, everybody. Alrighty, so I will go ahead and get our random set up for Immaculate. Alrighty, got that all set up. Hey, did any of you all pick up any of that Allen and Ginter on Target the other day from that email I sent? Just curious. Somebody thought I was sending them spam. I tried to make it pretty clear in there that like that's not an affiliate link or anything. I don't make any money off of that. I just send it out to hopefully for some folks to, obviously it's hard to find even blasters on retail shelves nowadays. So I sent that out in case anybody wanted to get some. I think that you could get up to 10 boxes. So that's the only reason I sent that out. But a few folks got a little upset with me, I guess, which does happen from time to time. I was just curious if anybody picked any up. A few folks had emailed me and said they did. I'm always curious. What's that, Brian? Immaculate? You think Immaculate is the best to break? I feel like the value proposition on it is awfully good relative to other premium or super premium products. I certainly wouldn't argue that point. And I think by this point in the game, I think most people are beyond the logo issue. I know that some people might not be, and I get that, but I think, for the most part, a lot of people have moved past that. I mean, they still are really nice cards, and obviously Panini is capable of making a really quality super premium card um, with even without the logos. So from a value proposition, I would totally agree. But for whatever reason, I have such a hard time selling out these breaks when I post them in the eBay store. I think there are people that really like them, and there are people that really don't like them, which I get too. I mean, that's the ebb and flow of things. That's the beauty of the hobby. There's so many different niches and sub niches, and obviously there's something for everybody that might be even remotely interested in cards. There's all kinds of different ways to collect and things to collect and whatnot. So that's kind of the beauty of it. Alrighty, looks like we've got a couple minutes before we start with Immaculate. I didn't think the HTAA would be that quick. I should have known better. I've done like dozens of those. Oh well, I think I probably wanted to give myself a little time and not be rushed. Sometimes I get myself rushed and then get in a tizzy, and honestly, just don't have a good time when I'm rushed. I don't enjoy it. Which, selfishly speaking, I kind of like to enjoy the process. And you all know that I do break at a tortoise pace. I feel like I should get some official from the Guinness Book of World Records to come to my house while I'm breaking and time me with like a sundial while I'm opening a box and try to get myself included in the Guinness Book of World Records as the slowest breaker on the planet. Might be an interesting side project in the months ahead. I think it'd be a kick in the pants, though. That'd be hilarious. My goodness. Thanks to everybody hitting the like button. 7 likes. Wow. This is like record pace for us. I think that the publicity from that might be good for business, Pablo. World's slowest breaker. Although I'd have to get that put on my t-shirt. I have to revise the design a little bit. I guess there are worse things to be known for. I'm sure that's not the best thing, but I don't think it's the worst. Well, alrighty. It looks like it is 7:15, so let's get started with our 2020 Panini Immaculate Baseball Random Player One Box Break number one. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we'll list everybody in random.org and the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got home team 6 in the top spot. And B. Dawkins fan in the bottom spot. Alrighty. So I know there's a few folks in this break, I think, that are breaking with us for the first time. So if you happen to be watching with us on the live stream and you have any questions, please put those in the chat and I'll answer them as soon as possible. What I'm doing right now is I'm going to cut and paste this list over to the right, and then I'm going to sort by everyone's eBay IDs, and then we're going to scroll down our list so everybody can see who they have in the break player-wise before we actually open our box. There we go. I like Allen Ginter too, Brian. I don't break it, but I will open a pack. I'll probably order myself a blaster too. I didn't this past week just because I'd ordered so much other stuff to break. And I thought, well, I'll wait a week or two. It'll probably drop again. But I'll probably get a blaster or two and break them for myself. Or I'll just send packs out to everybody like I usually do. I always say that. I always say, hey, I'm going to buy myself a box or two of this. And I will. And unless it's racing, like if it's baseball or football, I end up sending the packs out to you all. Just because I figure you all would rather, I'd rather you all have them and open them. So I end up opening a bunch of racing, which is great because I like racing. That's why I buy it. I like Ginter. I have no desire to break it though. That's not a break you'll see me do. I kind of like to pick my spots. And it's not that I don't like it. It's just I don't like the ambiguity of all the non-baseball cards in the product. And I never have really been able to find a really equitable way of breaking that out to be able to do a random player break. Plus, I hate handling all those mini cards. It messes with me, and I don't like handling them. I mean, it's a nice product. Don't get me wrong. I just, you know, from my standpoint, it's a nice product that I enjoy, but I don't look at it as a breaking product. There's some certain things I like that I just won't break, and then there's things that I hate that I'll never break. But I like that one. I don't like handling the minis. I find that off-putting. As strange as that sounds, but that's the truth. That's just why I don't do it. I'm not a fan of the mini card. I am, but I'm not. I like the value prop, and I think that it adds something interesting to products. Like I love it in Goodwin Champions, and I really want to do Goodwin Champions this year because I haven't. I've never. I don't think I've ever broken that, but I would really like to. But again, it's hard to find an equitable way with all of the non-athlete cards and all the random stuff. Which again, I'm not saying that being a hater on all that material. I love it. I think it's great, and that's what gives that product its vibe and its flavor. But it's just hard when you're trying to do it in a random player format or even random team. How do you do random team with that? So I think this year I will probably do a break with that, but I'm going to do like random pack because it's a 20-pack box, and I'm just going to do it pack by pack and kind of do it in that format. So if somebody wants a pack or two, then they can buy a couple spots and get a couple packs, and they'll get whatever's in those packs. Just a little preview of things to come, in case you were wondering. Man, this is a long list, but not as long as Topps Chrome Sapphire. Thank goodness. Alrighty, finally, now that we have been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. Good luck, everybody. Let's see right there. All right. And our first card is Michael Brantley. Tough to pick up there with that red foil. Jersey card, serial numbered 19 of 49. Whoa. Next up, we have something really awesome. 1/1, Willie McCovey 4-color jersey patch. How about that? How about that? Is it game worn? How about that? Little 4-color Willie McCovey patch. Not too shabby right there. Pretty darn nice. And then our next card is a Aaron Savali dual jersey autograph. Yes, that is a fantastic card. Hope y'all are enjoying yourself, doing all right this evening. And then our next card, wow, not too shabby here. Dylan Carlson patch autograph, serial numbered 4/5. Very nice hit for the Dylan Carlson spot. Certainly some nice stuff in this box thus far. And our next card is a Adrian Morejon dual patch autograph. Serial numbered 13 of 25. And then our last card in the box is a Sheldon Noose dual patch autograph. And that's an on-card autograph, by the way. Serial numbered 5 of 25. Nice little patches there. Alrighty, well, that is all of our cards in that box. So let's go back through our list and see who got which cards. So our first one, I guess it would help if I put the list on the screen. There we go. So our first one is Sheldon Noose dual patch autograph, serial numbered to 25. And that goes to Jarbray 5782. Congratulations on that. And then next is our Adrian Morejon dual patch autograph, serial number to 25. Hey, and that goes to Keith. How about that? Congrats on that, Keith. Awesome. And then next is our Aaron Savali dual jersey autograph, serial numbered to 49. And that goes to Master Rude. Congrats on that. And then next is our Michael Brantley jersey card, serial number to 49. And that goes to Gukin 154. Congrats on that. And then next is our Dylan Carlson 3-color patch autograph, serial numbered 4 of 5. And that goes to Strong M93. Congratulations on that. And then last but certainly not least, our Willie McCovey Legends 4-color jersey patch 1 of 1. And that goes to Ruffian Pup. Congratulations on that. Great card. Take another look at that McCovey. That is nuts. Very nice. And then the Dylan Carlson. Nice little jersey patch there. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2020 Panini Immaculate Baseball Random Player One Box Break number 1. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that joined us in the live stream for the break this evening. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes with our 2021 Topps 3D Baseball Random Team 2-pack break number 1. Thanks again, everybody. Thank you, Keith. It was great seeing you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you next time. Here are 3D packs slash boxes. I think there's a pack in each little of these on-demand boxes. I'll go ahead and get that random set up for us. I thought that immaculate box was pretty nice. McCovey wouldn't have won that nice deal on Carlson. Not too bad. And boxes like that obviously are always a little hit or miss. All right, got a random setup for 3D. Looks like Prism first off the lines down to 61 spots. Thanks to everybody that's been chipping away at that. Boy, I did a terrible job of timing that immaculate box too. Good gracious. Did not do a good job of that at all. I guess since I have a minute, let's see how I can do this. Hmm. Well, that doesn't work. Shoot. Oh, perfect. I was going to show you all what I put up on the website today. Let's see if I can get this to. Oh, darn it. It won't show that window. Never mind. So anyway, I guess I'll just I'll talk you through it. So for next week, we've got Museum Collection Baseball Random Player, which will be off of eBay. We have about 1 trillion spots left in that. It's in the Cardboardliferbreaks 2 account. And then we've got 2020 Panini Illusions Football Random Player. That's off the primary eBay account. I think we're down to about 30 spots left in that. And then we'll do our 2020 Select Football Mega Box Random Player number 5. I think it's already listed on the site, has been for a week or so. And then we're going to do 21 Topps Chrome. It's going to be out next week. I think it's already hit some retail shelves. I know it has because I bought some blasters yesterday from someone. So we'll be doing a random team blaster box break of that next week. We'll probably be doing some random player breaks in the weeks ahead too. And once the megas come out, we'll have a bunch of those as well. And then our 21 Bowman Baseball Mega Box, Random Player 5. And then we'll be doing another Prism Draft Football Mega Box, this time with the red ice prisms. I think we've done the orange ice, the gold ice, and next week we'll be doing the red ice. And I think that's all of the ice variants in the mega boxes that I am aware of. Not to say that there's not another one out there, but if there is, I haven't seen it. So that's kind of what we'll have going on next week, and we might throw in another one or two. Uh, I think the mini helmet football, I think y'all have been chipping away a lot at that. We might try to get that in there and work that in. And I have to admit, I love opening those. I got a couple more of those in this week, so we might do that one next week as well. We'll just kind of see how things go. My work week will probably be a little more hectic than usual just because of all of the tropical storm activity down in Florida. So, not sure how much prep time I'm going to have this week as far as getting everything for next week set up. So, just a word of warning there. Alrighty, looks like we've got about 3 minutes before we start with Topps 3D. Brian, I like Chronicles too. I think it's fun. I like the different brands, different design elements and stuff. Keeps it from getting boring. It's a fun product and it's usually reasonably priced, although sometimes the hobby versions are a little out of whack. As far as football and basketball goes, baseball is usually a little more reasonable, but the retail SKUs are usually pretty accessible at a decent price. The megas and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I think I've still got two blasters of 1920 Chronicles basketball on my shelf. We ran through a ton of those a year or two ago. I think I've still got a couple left over. I always end up with a box or two left over of random things. I figure I just save them for a rainy day. Always like having a little extra product on hand in case something doesn't come in on time, which does happen. Certainly FedEx and UPS are not infallible. Alrighty. Well, it looks like it is 7:20, or I should say 7:40. So let's get started with our 2021 Topps 3D Baseball Random Team 2-pack break number 1. Looks like I've already got the random up on the screen. Fantastic. All right, just like with all of our random team breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical team list. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. Now we've got Jack in the top spot and Joseph in the bottom spot. Alrighty, I'll sort by everybody's names here and see who has which teams. Alrighty, so Dan has the Blue Jays, the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Phillies, and the Twins. Eric has the Mets. Hector has the Brewers, the Cardinals, the Diamondbacks, the Marlins, the Rangers, the Reds, and the Royals. Jack has the Angels, the Giants, the Indians, the Red Sox, and the White Sox. Joseph has the Astros and the Yankees. Josh has the Braves and the Rockies. Justin has the Pirates. Lawrence has the Mariners. Matthew has the Padres and the Tigers. Milani's got the Orioles and the Rays. Mike has the A's, and Vincent has the Nationals. All righty. Now that we have been through our list, let's open our boxes and see what we get. Very curious about these. So there's our pack. First card, Albert Pujols for the Angels. Yeah, this break's going to take forever because I'm going to want to wiggle all the cards back and forth. So this is kind of like an enhanced version of Sportflix to anybody that might be somewhat familiar with those cards that were produced in the mid to late 80s. Kind of an enhanced version. They look pretty darn cool though. Backs are the same as regular tops. Not super thick. I'd say they're like 24 point. Not as thick as I thought they would be. I thought they might be a little thicker. Very nice though. And then our next card is Xander Bogaerts for the Red Sox. And then our next card is Goldie for the Cardinals in those spectacular powder blue uniforms. And then next is a Ke'Bryan Hayes rookie for the Pirates. Then our next card is Mike Yastrzemski for the Giants. And then our next card is a Sixto Sanchez rookie for the Marlins. And then our next card is our first rookie class motion card of Alex Kirilloff for the Twins. And then our last card in our first box is our rookie class motion card of Deivi Garcia for the Yankees. All right. Next box. So before I get into this pack, I had heard that if you have a card, a base card on the back of the pack instead of the rookie motion card, that it could be a variation. So it looks like we've got Bo Bichette on the back. There's our motion or rookie class motion card. So I might take a quick peek online to just confirm that. I'm not sure if it is or isn't, but it could be. Just saying. And our first card in box number 2 is Jose Barrios for the Twins. And then our next card is a Jazz Chiselhome rookie for the Marlins. Then our next card is Rhys Hoskins for the Phillies. And then our next card, Goldie again for the Cardinals. And then next is Ronald Acuna for the Braves. Great photo for that. And then our next card is Joe Adele, our rookie motion card for the Angels. And then next we have Tyler Stevenson, rookie motion card for the Reds. Then our last card in the box is our Bo Bichette for the Blue Jays, which may or may not be one of the short print image variations in this product. And I think they're like 1 in 30 boxes. Like the odds are crazy on these. I'm going to set that right there and Google that real quick. It'll just take a sec. There we go, the image variation guide. I knew Beckett had it posted. Ryan is always on that stuff. He does not mess around. So we had Bichette. And that actually is a variation. So that is a variation because the regular card is him in a white jersey running the bases, whereas obviously he's fielding and throwing in a blue jersey. How about that? Very nice hit for the Blue Jays spot. So these are 1 in 16 boxes to get just one of the image variations, and there are 10 of them. So pretty darn tough. So theoretically, you'd have to open 160 of these boxes, and they go for about $60 a throw to get one of these. Actually, a little bit more than that, I think, but they're not cheap. So that's awesome. I just wanted to check that. Alrighty, so now that we've opened both of our packs slash boxes, let's go back through our list and see who gets which cards. Let's see here. I'm just going to go through all of them since we've got a few minutes before we start our Bowman Mega Box. So our Tyler Stevenson rookie class motion card for the Reds goes to Hector. Congrats on that, Hector. And then our Joe Adele rookie motion card for the Angels goes to Jack. Congrats on that, Jack. And then next, our Ronald Acuna base for the Braves goes to Josh. Congrats on that, Josh. And then next, both of our base Paul Goldschmidt cards for the Cardinals, both of those go to Hector. Congrats on those. And then our Rise Hoskins for the Phillies goes to Dan. Congrats on that, Dan. And then our Jazz Chiselholm rookie and our Sixto Sanchez rookies, both of those for the Marlins, go to Hector. Building a big stack early. Congrats on those, Hector. And then our Jose Barrios for the Twins goes to Dan. Doubling up. Congrats on that. Very nice. And then our Davy Garcia rookie class motion card for the Yankees goes to Joseph. Congrats on that, Joseph. And then our rookie class motion card, Alex Kirilloff for the Twins, goes to Dan with the triple. Congrats on that. And then our Mike Yastrzemski for the Giants goes to Jack. Congrats on that. And then our Ke'Bryan Hayes rookie for the Pirates goes to Justin. Congrats on that, Justin. And then our Xander Bogaerts for the Red Sox goes to Jack with the triple. Congrats on that. And then our Albert Pujols with the Angels also goes to Jack with the quad. Congrats on that. And then last but certainly not least, our Bo Bichette image variation for the Blue Jays goes to Dan. Congratulations on that, Dan. Fantastic. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2021 Topps 3D Baseball Random Team 2-pack break number 1. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. Thanks to those of you that joined us in live feed for the break this evening. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes with our 2020 Bowman Baseball Random Player 1 Mega Box break number 2. Thanks again, everybody. Here we go. That Bichette variation was pretty nice. Very interesting product. Not quite as much motion as I thought, but more of a layered 3D look. Very interesting, though. It was nice to finally open that, honestly, and kind of satisfy my curiosity. Because I think they've done 3D since 2018. And of course, there's Shohei and Acuna rookies in that, and they're extremely tough. I think the runs on those are like 250, 300 cards. But it's one of those things where you kind of have to jump on it when it's initially offered on the Topps website, which is impossible with all the bots, or you have to buy it secondarily. So this year I just decided to bite the bullet and buy it secondarily just because I wanted to try it. I'd never opened it. I thought it was pretty cool, though. I appreciate you all humoring me with that. I think we've got another couple packs. We'll probably do Random Team at some point in the next month or so. Or we might just save them for a rainy day. I don't know. So we've got the random set up for Bowman. Looks like we've got about 4 minutes left. Want to go ahead and update our prism list because I know some of y'all have been kind of chipping away at that as well. Again, thank you for doing that. Looks like I've got everybody through Eric down in the prism. Eric, by the way, thank you very much for that email you sent me this afternoon. I certainly appreciated it. Alrighty, looks like Prism Baseball is down to 48. Awesome. Looks like we've got a couple minutes before Bowman. Alrighty. Well, it is 8 o'clock, so let's get started with our 2020 Bowman Baseball Random Player 1 Megabucks break number 2. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against our alphabetical player list. A couple quick notes about this break. I think most of you know this by now, but I always like mentioning this before we get started. All of the players in the player list for this break are only the players that have cards in the 2 Chrome packs within the Mega Box, and the other 4 regular Bowman packs we have spots for listed at the end of the break, and we will send those out unopened to whoever hits those spots. So just wanted to make note of that before we get started. Alrighty. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Jack in the top spot, and Brian in the bottom spot. Alright. So let's scroll down now that we've cut and pasted, see who gets the 4 packs. Looks like Joseph gets a pack, Ryan gets a pack, Hector gets a pack, and Brian gets a pack. All right. Congrats on those. Now we will take our list and cut and paste it over to the right and sort it by everyone's names. That way we can see who has which players before we tear into our box and see what we get. Alrighty. Now that we have been through our list, let's tear into our box and see what we get. Good luck, everybody. Alright. So there are our Chrome packs. There are four base Bowman packs that we will ship out and open. Chrome pack number 1. First card is Everson Pereira, first Bowman. Second card is John Diaz, first Bowman. Ooh, how about this? Then we have a purple Damon Jones, first Bowman, and that is serial numbered 65 out of 250. See if I can get that serial number to show up there. It's kind of tough with that Mojo refractor pattern there. And then our next card, oh, how about this? Little Joey Bart. And then our last card in pack number 1 is Hans Kraus. Next Chrome pack. Our first card is Gerard Encarnacion, first Bowman. And then we have a Sam Huff, first Bowman. And then our next card is a Rookie of the Year favorites, Adbert Olzolay. And then our next card is Brian Mata. And then our last card in the pack is Drew Waters. Alrighty, now that we have opened both of our Chrome packs, let's go back through our list and see who gets which cards. First, we'll start with our insert, our Adbert Olzolay Rookie of the Year favorites. And that goes to Pablo. Congrats on that, Pablo. And then next we'll go with our base Mojo Refractors. Our first one is Drew Waters. And that goes to Pablo as well. Doubling up, congrats on that. And the next is Brian Mata. And look at that. Pablo with 3 in a row. Congrats on that. And the next is Sam Huff. And that goes to Lawrence. Congrats on that, Lawrence. And then next is Gerard Encarnacion. And that goes to Hector. Congrats on that, Hector. And then next is Hans Kraus. And that goes to Jack. Congrats on that, Jack. And then next is Joey Bart. And that goes to Pablo. Card number 4, congrats on that. And then next is John Diaz, first Bowman. And that goes to Pablo as well, with the big stack. And then our last base card is Everson Pereira. And that goes to Pablo as well. Congrats on that. And then lastly is our purple refractor of Damon Jones, serial number to 250. And that goes to Lawrence. Congrats on that, Lawrence. Darn it, I didn't even have the list up. Sorry about that. I'll scroll back through just to show where everybody's at. Darn it, sometimes that happens. My apologies. So, I'm just going to kind of scroll through. You'll see the names highlighted. Just so you know I wasn't pulling information out of thin air or anything, but that's our list. I forgot to put it on the screen though. Sometimes that happens. We got a lot of stuff going. Not that that's an excuse or anything, but just saying. So those are our 10 cards out of our Mojo packs. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. Alrighty. Well, that does conclude our 2020 Bowman Baseball Random Player 1 Mega Box Break number 2. Just thanks for everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks. Thanks to everybody that joined us in the live stream for the break this evening. And we'll be back here in about 4 minutes with our 21 Prism Draft Picks Football Random Player 3 Hanger Box Break number 2. Thanks again, everybody. we'll get a random setup for our football break. Thanks again, everybody hitting the likes. We're at a crazy pace this evening. Thanks to everybody that's picking up all those spots in Prism. Looks like we've got a few more of those. I'll update the count real quick. Down to 28 in Prism. Awesome. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to keep on running those 2020 Bowman mega boxes until we hit Dominguez or Witt. So it might take a while. But eventually we will get those. We might have to open a few more boxes, and that's perfectly fine. There's a lot of other great first Bowmans in there, kind of that second layer. So I feel like there's still some good value in those. And it's a Bowman break that's kind of affordable. And I got to be honest, I got no interest in opening a hobby box or a jumbo box. It would take me like 7 hours. Most of you would probably fall asleep halfway through it. And not being critical of you all, just, I don't know anybody that wouldn't. That's a pretty long break for one box. Alrighty, let's see here. Got a random setup for a football break. Looks like I've got all my ducks in a row on this end. Alrighty, well, it looks like it is 8:15, so let's get started with our 2021 Panini Prism Draft Picks Football Random Player 3 Hanger Box Break number 2. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got John in the top spot and Fred in the bottom spot. All right, so we'll cut and paste our list over to the right and sort it by everybody's names. And we'll scroll through our list so everybody can see which players they have. And then we'll open our boxes and see what we get. Alrighty, now that we have been through our list, let's open our boxes and see what we get. Oops, I guess it would help if I took that off the screen. All right, here's our 3 boxes. I'm just gonna take the pack number 1. Number 2. And number 3. So we'll start with pack 1 with Mr. Brady there on the top. Finally, that's putting up a tough fight. Little Tom, Kirk Cousins, Gibson, Cooper, Mixon, Tannehill, and now we're getting to the good stuff. Greg Rousseau, Crusade rookie. Go ahead and sleeve up this Tom. I always ship Brady's, even the base, just because. Then we have an All-American Rondale Moore. And we've got a Mac Jones rookie. And a Javian Hawkins rookie. And then a Devonta Smith Crusade rookie. And then a Rondale Moore base rookie. And then we have a Nico Collins rookie. And how about this? A green prism Trevor Lawrence. Awesome. Very nice first green prism out of our break this evening. How about that? Well, Trevor Lawrence. It looks like there's a little indentation in the surface of the card there. Good gracious. I don't know who has Trevor Lawrence in the break, but I think if you sent that back to Panini, they'd probably send you a clean copy without that indentation right there. Darn it. That is not good. And our next green prism is Antonio Gibson. And then our next green prism is Amari Cooper. And then our first green wave prism is Aaron Rodgers. And then our next Green Wave Prism is Jalen Rager. And then our last Green Wave Prism in Hanger Box 1 is Chris Evans. All right, Hanger Box number 2. Just go through all the vet base at the top. David Johnson, Claypool, Goff, Debo, Thielen, Sanders, Kittle. Then we have a Jamie Newman rookie. And then a Joseph Asai rookie. And then a Micah Parsons Crusade rookie. And then a Tyler Vaughn's rookie. And then a Kawiti Pay rookie. And then we have a Justin Fields All-Americans rookie. Looked like he had a nice game today. Scored his first NFL touchdown. And then we have a Dylan Moses rookie. And our first green prism is Hamilcar Rashed Jr. And then our next green prism is Jordan Love. Then our next green prism is Nick Chubb. And then our first green wave prism is Joe Burrow. And then our next green wave prism is Odell Beckham Jr. And to complete the LSU trifecta, our third green wave prism is Terrace Marshall Jr. All right, Hanger Box number 3. Again, I'll just kind of thumb through the vet base here at the top. And we have a Pat Freiermuth Crusade rookie. We have a Michael Carter rookie. Then we have a Patrick Surtain II rookie. I think had a pick 6. He was in today's game. Very nice. And then we have a Greg Rousseau All-Americans rookie. And then we have a Caleb Farley rookie. And then we have a Seth Williams rookie. And then our next card is a Malik Herring Green Prism autograph. How about that? Malik Herring auto. All right, so our second green prism is a Kyle Pitts Crusade. And then next is Ryan Tannehill. And then next green prism is DeAndre Swift. So it looks like we're getting 4 green prisms in this box instead of 3. And then our fourth is Jalen Hurts. And then we have a silver of Marquez Stevenson. And then our first green wave prism is James Robinson. And then next is Darren Waller. And then our last green wave prism is Chuba Hubbard. Alrighty, now that we have been through all 3 of our hanger boxes, let's go back through our list and see who got which cards. Let's see here. We'll start with our base rookies first, and then do our prisms and our auto at the end. All right, so we'll do our base rookies first. Our first one is Seth Williams, and that goes to Eric. Congrats on that, Eric. And then next is Caleb Farley, and that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. Every time I see a Caleb Farley card, this sounds so terrible, but I think of Mr. Farley on Three's Company, who was, of course, played by the greatness of Don Knotts. True story. All right, our next rookie card is Greg Rousseau All-Americans. I think he also had a second rookie card as well, and both of those go to Linda. Congrats on those, Linda. And then next is Patrick Surtain II, and that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next is Michael Carter, and that goes to Robert R. Congrats on that. And then next is a Pratt Freiermuth Crusade rookie, and that goes to Eric. Doubling up, congrats on that. And then next is Dylan Moses, and that goes to Fred. Congrats on that. And the next is our Justin Fields All-Americans rookie. And that goes to Eric. Building up the big stack. Congrats on that. And then next is Kawiti Pay. And that goes to Doc. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And the next is Tyler Vaughns. And that goes to Doc as well. Congrats on that. And the next is Micah Parsons Crusade rookie. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that. And the next is Joseph Asai. And that goes to Linda. Congrats on that. And the next is Jamie Newman. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that. And the next is Nico Collins. And that goes to Robert R. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And the next is Rondell Moore, who had a base rookie and then also, I believe, a Crusade rookie. And both of those go to Linda. Congrats on those. And then next is Devonta Smith, Crusade rookie. And that goes to Robert R. with the triple. Congrats on that. And the next is Javian Hawkins. And that goes to Linda. Congrats on that. And the next is our Mac Jones rookie. And that goes to Ronald. Congrats on that, Ronald. All right, so that is all of our rookie cards. Good gracious, I forgot to put the list up again. Okay. I got to do better about that. I need like some sort of alarm. So I'm going to scroll down through here and just show all of the cards that I basically went through without showing you the list. Sorry about that. And I wasn't reading the chat because I was so bent on seeing the list, so I apologize that I did not see the numerous requests to show the screen. It looks like Hector, Linda, and Richard were kind enough to alert me that I did not have the screen on, so I apologize for that. So I'm going to kind of scroll down through here so you all can kind of see where, you know, obviously the highlighted ones are the ones that we hit. But I apologize for that. Sometimes that happens. I just kind of scroll through here leisurely so everyone can see. Yikes. Sorry about that, y'all. That's the second time tonight I've done that. Okay, I've scrolled through. Again, I apologize for that. Those were all of our rookie cards. I've still got all of our Prism parallels to go through. So now that the screen is up and I have scrolled through, let's go on. So our lone silver Prism is of Marquez Stevenson. And that goes to Cole. Congrats on that, Cole. And then now to our green prisms. Our first one is Jalen Hurts. And that goes to Daryl. Congrats on that, Daryl. And our next green prism is DeAndre Swift. And that goes to John. Congrats on that, John. And then next is Ryan Tannehill. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And the next is Kyle Pitts, Crusade rookie, green prism. And that goes to Fred as well. Congrats on those. And the next is Nick Chubb. And that goes to John. Doubling up, congrats on that. And the next is Jordan Love. And that goes to Fred. Building the stack there. Congrats on that. And the next is Hamilcar Rashed Jr. And that goes to Daryl. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And then next is Amari Cooper. And that goes to Linda. Congrats on that. And the next is Antonio Gibson. And that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. And then next, our last green prism is our Trevor Lawrence that unfortunately has some sort of surface indentation. That goes to Linda. If you send that back in to Panini customer service, I'm sure they probably have copies of this since it's not serial numbered. And they'll probably be able to send you a clean copy without that indentation. So I certainly hate that, though. That was an awesome card. I hate that it was ruined like that. But they should be able to provide you, hopefully, a good copy. Alrighty, on to our green wave prisms. Our first one is Chuba Hubbard. And that goes to John with the triple. Congrats on that. And the next is Darren Waller. And that goes to Linda. Congrats on that. Building the stack there. And then next is James Robinson, and that goes to Ronald. Congrats on that, Ronald. And then next is Terrace Marshall Jr., and that is the Crusade version. And that goes to Cole. Doubling up, congrats on that, Cole. And then next is Odell Beckham Jr., and that goes to Robert R. Congrats on that. And then next is Joe Burrow, and that goes to Linda. Congrats on that. And then next is Chris Evans, and that goes to Linda as well with the big stack. And then next is Jalen Rieger, and that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. And then our last Green Wave Prism parallel is Aaron Rodgers, and that goes to Eric. Congrats on that. So now we have left is our Green Prism autograph of Malik Herring, and that goes to Doc. Congrats on that, Doc. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2021 Panini Prism Draft Picks Football Random Player 3 Hanger Box Break number 2. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that joined us this evening for the break in the live stream. Again, my apologies with the screen snafu going through those rookie cards. Sorry about that. But sometimes that does happen, unfortunately. But we'll be back here in about 5 minutes with our 2021 Prism Baseball first off the line random player one box break number 1. Thanks again, everybody. Alrighty. So this is our last break of the evening coming up. Let's see the spots we've got left in it. I know some folks have been chipping away at that while I've been going through cards. I'm just going to check real quick and see what we have left. Looks like there's 5 left, 5 spots left. So I'm going to run out and get a drink real quick because I'm about out and I'm a little parched after going through our massive Prism break as I recite half of the players on the checklist. But looks like we've got 5 spots left in that. So if anybody wants to pick those up, by all means, please do. And then when I get back, we'll get started. Alrighty, sorry for that delay. I'm back. Let me get our list all up to date and I'll get the random set for Prism. First off the line box. Should be a ton of fun. Ton of fun. Let's see here. Alrighty, let's see here. Looks like we've got 5 spots left. Certainly someone wants those last 5 spots. Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? It wouldn't load, Richard? Let me check and see if there's something wrong with it. Is it still not loading, Richard? All right, looks like Eric got him. Thank you, sir. I'm wondering why that wouldn't load for you, Richard. That is a little discerning. All right. Thank you, Eric, for picking those up. We get a random set and we will be on our way. Oh, shoot. Give me just a second. I thought I had a random set and I messed something up, so let me go back and fix that real quick. There we go. Got it. All right. Now we're running a few minutes late, but let's get started with our 2021 Prism Baseball first off the line random player one box break number one. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org and the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Eric in the top 3 spots. And we've got Mark in the bottom spot. There we go. Okay. Cut and paste it. That against our alphabetical player list. And then, of course, we'll cut and paste all this over to the right and sort it by everybody's names. And then scroll through our list so everybody can see which players they have in the break. And then we'll tear into our box and see what we get. Should have a ton of prism parallels, a lot of color in this box, plus those nice first off the line exclusive shimmer prisms, serial numbered to 7. Howdy, Cardinals fan. How are you doing this evening? Oh, you buy into some of our eBay breaks? Gotcha. Really, Richard? Are you on your phone or are you on a computer? Huh. I wonder why it kind of blurred up for a second. Alrighty. Now that we have been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. Good luck, everybody. So those are our 12 packs. I think I'm just going to leave them in there and just take them out one by one. Pack number one. Jonathan India rookie. Jesus Luzardo. Bagwell. Kyle Hendricks. Sam Huff rookie. Mike Trout. Jimmy Jones rookie. Jose Abreu. Then we have a Kettle Marte Fearless insert. Then we have a red prism of Luis Alexander Basabe. And that is serial numbered 34 out of 149. And then we have a Derek Hill rookie red prism. I don't believe the reds or blues are serial numbered, no. And then we have a Charlie Blackmon Sluggers insert. Let me sleeve up these rookies too before I go on to the next pack. So it looks like we get at least 2 prism parallels per pack, and I think there are a couple that will probably have 3. Pack number 2. Trevor Larnach rookie. Frank Thomas. Kevin Smith rookie. Jorge Guzman rookie. Bryce Harper. Chris Paddock. Luis Alexander baseball. Dean Kramer rookie. Then we have a Freddie Freeman elimination insert. Then we have a Chris Bubic rookie, blue prism, number to 199. Then we have a Trevor Story red prism. And a Brady Singer rookie class insert. Pack number 3. Edward Colina rookie. Anderson Tejeda rookie. Rafael Devers. Tristan McKenzie rookie. Tatis. Jeff McNeil. Yu Darvish. Seth Romero rookie. And then we have a Illumination Buster Posey insert. And then how about this? A Red Shimmer Pete Alonso prism. And that is numbered 6 of 7. 6 of 7. How about that? Not too shabby for our first prism, our first shimmer prism. Pete Alonso. And then next we have a Bryce Harper Blue Fearless prism. And then our last card in pack number 3 is a Jared Kelenic Emergent insert. Let me sleeve up these rookie cards and inserts real quick. I think I forgot to do the last pack. Well, there certainly is a lot of rookie card content in this. Okay, on to pack number 4. Ian Anderson rookie. Carlos Correa. Jim Thome. Andre Scrub rookie. Gleiber. Rookie. Kyle Cody rookie. Will Craig rookie. And then we have a Chris Bryant Fearless insert. And then we have a Red Wave Zach McKinstry red prism. Let's see with that. And that is serial numbered 99 of 99. And then next, oh, how about this? Little Mike Trout red prism. Always nice when the parallel color matches the team colors. Pretty nice. And then our last card in the pack is a Jose Ramirez Stargazing insert. All right, next pack. Got a little bit of pink shimmer there we can see. Be interesting to see what that turns out to be. First card is Brandon Marquez rookie. Larry Walker. Zach McKinstry, base rookie. Lewin Diaz rookie. Brandon Bilak, rookie. Mitchell White. Vladdy Jr. Chipper. Babe Ruth Old School. Then we have a Andy Young rookie autograph, red shimmer prism. And that is serial numbered 2 of 3. 2 of 3. It's hard to pick up there. 2 of 3. Nice signature for the Andy Young spot. And then we have a Albert Abreu rookie silver. And then we have a Fireworks Aaron Judge insert. All right, next pack. Luis Campusano rookie. Spencer Howard rookie. Trey Turner. Jared Kalenic rookie. Christian Pache rookie. Will Crow rookie. Mike Piazza. Kwang Hyun Kim. And then we have a Whit Merrifield Fearless. And then we have a pink shimmer Victor Gonzalez rookie prism. And that is serial numbered 2 of 7. And then next we have a Jose Ramirez blue prism. And then our last card in the pack is a Alec Bohm rookie class insert. Next pack. Austin Meadows, Dalton Jeffries rookie, Daniel Lynch rookie, Alex Verdugo, Taylor Jones rookie, Randy Johnson, Chris Bubik rookie, Aquino, Aaron Judge stained glass, very nice. Then we have an Aquino lime green prism. Then we have a Zach Gallen red prism and a Brian Hayes rookie class insert. And that is serial number 23 of 125 on the lime green Aquino prism. And this is our Aaron Judge stained glass. These are not quite as difficult in baseball as they are other sports. I think they're like one per box for the base, if I'm not mistaken, from what I saw being broke yesterday. Next pack. Jared Oliva rookie, Ryan Castellani rookie, Jack Morse, Robin Yao, Brady Singer rookie, Pete Alonso, Juan Soto. Then we have a Randy Rosarena illumination insert. And then we have a Daz Cameron rookie. I believe this is the giraffe print prism, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look on the wrapper just to confirm that. I thought I saw in the sales material there was a yes, the giraffe prism. I want to say these are somewhat scarce. Pretty cool. Let's see if it's serial numbered. Nope. For whatever reason, I think these are one per case. They're pretty tough. They're not easy. So we had Daz Cameron. And then next, we have a Christian Javier rookie autograph blue prism. And that is serial numbered 87 of 149. And then we have a Wyatt Matheson rookie silver. And then we have a Eloy Jimenez Sluggers insert, which is a direct, I don't want to use the word ripoff because that's such a strong word, but it borrows design effects from the 1991 Upper Deck Silver Slugger inserts, which were one per low number jumbo pack, I believe. Nice though. All right, let me get some more sleeves out. This is a pretty sleeve intense box. A lot of rookie cards. All righty, on to our next pack. I believe this is pack number 9. Ronald Acuna, Zach Gallen, Trevor Story, Francisco Lindor, Corbin Burns, George Springer, Jonah Heim, Ricky, Yachty, and then we have a Nate Pearson Fearless, and then we have a Silver Shimmer Edward Olivares Ricky Prism, and that is number 2 of 7. I have to say, I like the shimmer without any color. Looks pretty darn nice. Then we have a Robin Yount Blue Prism, again where the color matches the team color, which is really nice. And then our last card is a Juan Soto Sluggers insert. Pack number 10. Blake Snell, Alek Manoah rookie, Tucker Davidson rookie, Nolan Arenado, Jake Woodford rookie, Sheraton Apostle rookie, Dansby Swanson, Koufax. Then we have a Ralph Kiner Old School insert. Then we have a Red Mojo Ramon Laureano Red Prism. We have a Sam Huff Rookie Red Prism. And a Corey Seager Championship Stage insert. And our Red Mojo Prism is serial numbered 105 out of 149. All right. Pack number 11. Mike Yastrzemski, Luis Garcia rookie, Andrew Vaughn rookie, Debbie Garcia rookie, Brent Rooker rookie, Shohei Ohtani, Alec Baum rookie, Tariq Skubal rookie, and then we have a Nolan Arenado Fearless insert. And then, oh, how about this? A little Kyle Lewis autograph, not too bad right there, from the debut signature set. Nice hit for the Kyle Lewis spot. And then next we have a JT Realmuto silver. And a Juan Soto Lumbers ink insert. Alrighty, last pack. Bobby Dahlbeck rookie, DJ LeMahieu, Ozzie, Justin Verlander, Drew Rasmussen rookie, Kevin Biggio, Ke'Bryan Hayes rookie, Nick Neidert rookie, and then we have a Cody Bellinger illumination insert. Then we have a Red Shimmer Derek Hill prism. I think we had another prism of him in this box as well. And that is numbered 6 of 7. 6 of 7. And then we had a Mark McGwire blue prism. Very nice. And then we had a Freddie Freeman stargazing insert. Alrighty, good gracious. That's a lot of cards to sleeve, a lot of rookie cards. So here's our stack of rookie cards. Here's our stack of Prism Parallels. And then here's our stack of inserts. A lot of cards there. So now that we have finally made our way through all of our packs, Well, let's go back through our list and see who gets which cards. We'll go through the rookie cards first because we have a ton of them. And then we'll go through our inserts, and then we'll go through our prism parallels and our autographs. All right. Let me get a drink first. All right, first card is Bobby Dalbeck. And that goes to Matthew. Congrats on that, Matthew. Next is Drew Rasmussen. And that goes to Ronald. Congrats on that, Ronald. And then next is Ke'Bryan Hayes. And that goes to John. Congrats on that, John. Thank you for joining us this evening. And then next is Nick Neidert. And that goes to Mike. Congrats on that, Mike. And then next is Luis Garcia. And that goes to Ronald. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And then next is Andrew Vaughn. And that goes to Ronald as well. With the triple. Congrats on that. And then next is Devi Garcia. And that goes to Kenneth. Congrats on that, Kenneth. And then next is Brent Rooker. And that goes to Vincent. Congrats on that, Vincent. And then next is Alec Baum. And that goes to Jack. Congrats on that, Jack. And then next is Tarek Skubal. And that goes to David. Congrats on that, David. And then next is Alec Manoa. And that goes to Brian. Congrats on that, Brian. And the next is Tucker Davidson. And that goes to Greg. Congrats on that, Greg. And the next is Jake Woodford. And that goes to Ronald with the quad. Congrats on that. And the next is Sheraton Apostle. And that goes to Eddie. Congrats on that, Eddie. And the next is Jonah Heim. And that goes to Craig. Congrats on that, Craig. And the next is Jared Oliva. And that goes to Craig as well. Doubling up, congrats on that. And then next is Ryan Castellani. And that goes to Eric K. Congrats on that, Eric. And the next is Brady Singer. And that goes to David. Doubling it, congrats on that. And then next is Dalton Jeffries. And that goes to Mark. Congrats on that, Mark. And the next is Daniel Lynch. And that goes to Ronald. And the next is Taylor Jones. And that goes to David as well with the triple. Congrats on that. And the next is Chris Bubik. I believe he also had a prism parallel. Yeah, Richard, there's one, that's a great point. There's one that's regular and then one with a V. So there's a Luis Garcia and then a Luis V. Garcia. So that card had a V on it. So that was there's two different. There's a Luis Garcia for the Nationals. And then there's a Luis Garcia, let me go back and for the Houston team. Oh, you're right. I think we actually pulled one of each. My bad. I stand corrected. That was the regular. the regular Luis Garcia. Thanks for catching that, Richard. I apologize. I do believe we actually do have the V Garcia later in the stack because I thought we had pulled that as well. No, I guess not, but that is correct. My apologies for the confusion there. Normally they're in the same checklist, but they tell them apart by team since they're not able to use team names on these cards because they're not licensed by properties. They've used the middle initial of 1, which makes good sense. My apologies for that. So next is Chris Bubik, who also had a Prism Parallel, I believe, and both of those go to Mike. Congrats on that, Mike. Next is Luis Campesano, and that goes to Ronald. Congrats on that, Ronald. And then next is Spencer Howard, and that goes to David. Congrats on that, David. And then next is Jared Kalanick, who also had an insert, I believe, and both of those go to Eric K. Congrats on those. And then next is Christian Pache. And that goes to Joe. Congrats on that, Joe. And then next is Will Crow. And that goes to John. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And then the next is Zach McKinstry. And that goes to Ronald. And I believe he also had a Prism Parallel as well. So congrats on both of those, Ronald. And the next is Lewin Diaz. And that goes to Jonathan. Congrats on that, Jonathan. Thank you for joining us this evening. And the next is Brandon Ilac. And that goes to Ronald as well. Congrats on that. And the next is Mitchell White. And that goes to Eric L. Congrats on that. And the next is Braylon Marquez. And that goes to Matthew. Doubling up. Congrats on that. The next is Ian Anderson. And that goes to Lee. Congrats on that, Lee. Thanks for joining us this week. And the next is Andre Scrub. And that goes to Eric L. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And the next is Kyle Cody. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And the next is Will Craig. And that goes to Greg. Congrats on that, Greg. And the next is Trevor Larnock. And that goes to Ryan. Congrats on that, Ryan. And the next is Pavin Smith. And that goes to Ronald. Congrats on that, Ronald. And the next is Jorge Guzman. And that goes to Craig. Congrats on that, Craig. And the next is Luis Alexander Basabe. And I believe he also had a Prism Parallel as well. And both of those go to John. Congrats on those, John. And then next is Dean Kramer. And that goes to Craig. Congrats on that. And then next is Edward Kalina. And that goes to Ronald. Congrats on that, Ronald. And then next is Anderson Tejada. And that goes to Daniel. Congrats on that, Daniel. And then next is Tristan McKenzie. And that goes to Ronald. Congrats on that. And then next is Seth Romero. And that goes to Ronald as well. And the next is Jonathan India. And that goes to Matthew with the triple. And the next is Sam Huff. And that goes to Vincent. Congrats on that, Vincent. And then our last base rookie card is Jemiah Jones. And that goes to Greg. Congrats on that. So now that we've been through all of our rookie cards, next we'll go through our inserts. I'll kind of sort these out a little bit since we have quite a few of them. Okay, got this in some semblance of order. So our first inserts are Aaron Judge Fireworks, and that goes to Eric K. Congrats on that. And then next is our Eloy Jimenez Sluggers Silver, not to be confused with Silver Slugger, and that goes to Eric K as well. Back to back, congrats on that. And the next is our Juan Soto Slugger insert. And that goes to Eric K as well. Back to back to back. Congrats on that. And the next is our Charlie Blackmon Slugger insert, and that goes to Mike. Congrats on that, Mike. And then next we've got a couple of old school inserts, and our first one is Babe Ruth, and that goes to Todd. Congrats on that, Todd. And then next, our next old school insert is Ralph Kiner, and that goes to John. Congrats on that, John. And then our next insert is our Corey Seager Championship Stage, and that goes to Eric K. Congrats on that. And then next is our Brady Singer Rookie Class insert, and that goes to David. And then next is our Ke'Bryan Hayes Rookie Class insert. That goes to John. Congrats on that. And then next is our Freddie Freeman Illumination insert. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. Hey, what's up, Alex? How are you doing? And the next is our Buster Posey Illumination insert. And that goes to Ronald. Congrats on that, Ronald. And the next is our Randy Rosarina Illumination insert. And that goes to Ronald as well. Congrats on that. And then our last illumination insert is Cody Bellinger, and that goes to Craig. Congrats on that, Craig. So next we have our Jose Ramirez Stargazing insert, and that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next we have our Bryce Harper Fearless Blue Prism insert, and that goes to Matthew. Congrats on that, Matthew. And the next we have our Chris Bryant Fearless insert, and that goes to Joe. Congrats on that, Joe. The next we have our Whit Merrifield Fearless insert, and that goes to Jack. Congrats on that, Jack. No, Pokemon, it is not. I think there's probably, I don't know, off the top of my head, I'd say 100 spots left in it, maybe 110. But no, it is not sold out yet. You have not missed it. So our next insert is our Kettle Marte Fearless, and that goes to Jack. Congrats on that. And then next is Nate Pearson Fearless, and that goes to Pablo. Congrats on that, Pablo. And then our last insert is our Nolan Arenado Fearless insert. And that goes to Jack with the big pile. Congrats on that. All right. So now we're to our prism parallels. So first is our Mark McGuire blue prism. And that goes to Eric K. Congrats on that. And then next is our Derek Hill red shimmer prism, serial number to 7. And that goes to Jack. Congrats on that. And then next is our JT Rillamuto silver. And that goes to Ronald. Congrats on that, Ronald. And then next is our red Mojo prism of Ramon Laureano. And that goes to David. Congrats on that, David. And the next is our Sam Huff red prism. And that goes to Vincent. Congrats on that, Vincent. And then next is our Robin Yount blue prism. And that goes to Todd. Congrats on that, Todd. And then next is our Edward Olivares silver shimmer prism, serial number to 7. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next is our Wyatt Matheson silver. And that goes to Lee. Doubling up. Congrats on that, Lee. And then next is our Daz Cameron giraffe prism. Seriously, giraffe prism. I think these are 1 per case. They're pretty tough. And that goes to Eddie. Congrats on that, Eddie. And then next is our Aristides Aquino lime green prism. And that goes to Todd. Congrats on that, Todd. And the next is our Zach Gallen red prism. And that goes to Michael. Congrats on that, Michael. And then next is our blue Jose Ramirez prism. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then next is our purple shimmer prism of Victor Gonzalez, serial number to 7. And that goes to Ronald. Congrats on that. And then next is our silver Albert Abreu. And that goes to Jack. Congrats on that, Jack. And then next is our red Mike Trout prism. And that goes to Eric L. Congrats on that. And then next is our Pete Alonso red shimmer prism, serial number to 7. And that goes to Jack as well. Congrats on that. And the next is our Trevor Story red prism. And that goes to Hector. Congrats on that, Hector. And then lastly is our red Derek Hill prism. And that goes to Jack. Congratulations on that. So now that we've been through all of our prism parallels, we have our 3 autographs left. And our first one is a blue prism Christian Javier autograph, serial numbered to 149. And that goes to John. Congrats on that, John. And then next is our Kyle Lewis debut signatures autograph. And that goes to Ronald. Congrats on that. And then our last autograph is a red shimmer Andy Young rookies autograph that is serial number 2 of 3. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. Awesome. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2021 Prism Baseball First Off the Line Random Player One Box Break number one. Thanks to all of you that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to those of you that have endured the full hour of the break. I appreciate you sticking with me through all of it and your patience, which is obviously infinite by this point. Yowza. That was quite a long break. I didn't anticipate all of those. I didn't realize that half the box was going to be rookie cards. I really didn't. So, but all good though. Nice box. A lot of nice shimmer prisms. Got our 3 autographs. Got a lot of nice colors. So it was a really fun box. Nice box to see. And of course, the infamous giraffe prism. I feel like we might have made history with that tonight, but in maybe a little bit of a dubious way. But no, that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate everybody watching along, though. I realize that took a little while. But yeah, so that concludes our break schedule this evening. But as always, appreciate all of you breaking with us tonight, buying up all those spots, and watching with us in the live stream as always. I apologize about that screen snafu earlier again. I know that was not very good, but unfortunately, sometimes those things happen. But yeah, that was a big schedule. I thought we had a lot of nice stuff tonight. Obviously, I thought the Immaculate Box was really nice with the McCovey 1 of 1 and the Carlson patch auto to 5. The 3D was fun to see. I have to say, personally, I just enjoyed it, just being able to see those. I had not held those in my hand yet, so those were nice. We did hit some nice first Bowmans in our Mojo packs and our Bowman Mega Box, and then of course draft picks is always fun because there's a lot of shiny prisms, and then of course our first off the line Prism Baseball box certainly did not disappoint. A lot of color, possibly a metric ton of rookie cards in one box if that's humanly possible. But it was a good time. I appreciate everybody sticking with us. That was quite a break. I'm going to need a drink. Thank you, Richard. Thank you for catching me on that Garcia thing. I wasn't realizing that. So I appreciate you catching my error there so it didn't get any further than that. But yeah, I'm going to log off here and start uploading some videos and all that good stuff. But I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and hope everybody has a good week ahead and a good safe week ahead. I know things are a little dicey out there right now with the Delta variant and all that good stuff. Hopefully, if any of you are down in Florida, you all stay safe this week. I know there's some rough weather coming your way over the next several days, but we will look forward to seeing you all back here next Saturday. And yeah, thanks again, everybody.